The landscape of photography just shifted. If you thought we had reached the ceiling of what a full-frame sensor could do, you were wrong. Very wrong. 4 years. The R in Sony's lineup has stood for resolution. With the arrival of the Sony A7R VI, the R now stands for revolution. We aren't just talking about more pixels. We are talking about a machine that thinks faster than the human eye, captures detail that feels almost illegal, and blurs the line between a still camera and a high-end cinema rig. If you've been holding on to your A7R IV or even the V, wondering if the jump is finally worth it, pay very close attention. Because today we are tearing down everything this beast has to offer. And by the end of this, you know exactly why this is the only camera that matters in 2026. Let's stir with the heart of the monster. The sensor. Sony has pushed the boundaries once again, delivering a staggering 95-megapixel back-illuminated CMOS sensor. But here is the trick. It's not just about the raw megapixel count. It's about the new BIONZ XR Plus processor architecture. This isn't just a minor speed bump. It's a tool overhaul in how data is read and interpreted. When you press that shutter, you aren't just taking a photo. You are capturing a level of dynamic range that was previously reserved for medium format systems costing 3 times as much. We are looking at a true 16 stops of dynamic range. Think about what that means for your workflow. Deep shadows in a sunset landscape? Recovered. Blown out highlights in a high-contrast fashion shoot? Retained. The flexibility in the raw files is quite frankly terrifying. A higher resolution usually comes with a massive drawback. Noise. Traditionally, the more pixels you cram onto a sensor, the worse it performs in low light. Sony has seemingly defined physics here. The new gapless on-chip lens design and improved light-gathering efficiency mean that even at ISO 6400, the images are cleaner than what we saw on the A7R VI at ISO 1600. It changes the game for wedding photographers and event shooters who need the massive resolution but find themselves in dimly lit cathedrals or reception halls. You no longer have to choose between detail and cleanliness. Get both. Now, let's talk about the future that is going to make your job drop. The AI-integrated autofocus 2.0. We saw the dedicated AI processing unit in the previous generation, but in the A7R VI, Sony has integrated the AI directly into the main processor pathways. It allows for real-time human pose estimation that is scarily accurate. It doesn't just look for an eye, it understands the skeletal structure of the human body. If your subject is behind a tree, or if they turn their back to the camera, the A7R VI knows exactly where their head is going to be when they reappear. It tracks insects, birds, cars, trains, and for the first time, it has a dedicated mode for pets that distinguishes between different breeds of dogs and cats to prioritize their specific eye shapes. For wireless photographers, the cheap code you've been waiting for. You can track a hawk diving at 60 miles per hour through thick brush,